How's it going, everyone? It's Leo here. So in this video, I'll be giving my review about my experience with Vanguard, and basically I want to talk about who I would recommend Vanguard to and just my overall experience, whether I was happy or not with them. Now, the reason I started using Vanguard was because at the time I had some money saved up in my bank account, and that's the thing. It was only sitting in my bank account. It wasn't gaining any money. It was just sitting there. And if everyone should know this, but inflation happens every year no matter what you do. I'm sorry, but it's going to happen no matter what. So your dollar is going to be worth even less the following year, maybe 98 cents, 97 cents, who knows. But every single year, your dollar is worth less. So if you're not making any money off that money that's sitting in your bank account, if you just leave it sitting there, you're going to be losing money. So I had money sitting there. I wasn't doing anything with it. I was like, let me look into something where I could put my money there and hopefully watch it grow. I wanted to do it pretty passively because I was still in school at the time. So I didn't want to put too much work into it, but I still wanted a reputable company where I could put my money in there and just watch it grow maybe 2%, 3% just to keep with inflation. If it was 5, 6, 7, hell, I'd be happy with that because then it's even beating inflation and I'm making some money there. Granted, this was money that I had just sitting there and I wasn't using, so I didn't really mind, I guess, investing it. Because everyone should know that when you invest money, you could either lose it, you could gain it, or it just sits there and does nothing for a long period of time. But you got to know going into it that there's a potential that you will lose that money. And I was okay with that at the time since I wasn't using it, and I was willing to take the risk to make some. There are a couple companies I was looking into, like maybe Charles Schwab, Vanguard, of course, Fidelity. And Vanguard just stuck out to me because I've heard so many good things about Vanguard, so I was like, okay, let me give them a chance with my investment and see how they go. And I've heard that their customer service is pretty well, so if anything happened with my money, I'd be able to just call someone up and discuss what's going on, and apparently they were pretty friendly and pretty helpful, so that was good, I guess, recommendation that I got. So that's the reason I decided to go ahead with Vanguard and not Charles Schwab or Fidelity. They may have been good as well, but I guess word of mouth, Vanguard won. Okay, so here is a summary of the account where you could just basically see the performance that the accounts had over time. So here I started in December of 2018 up until basically April of 2019. I left a little bit of money in there, not really much of significance, only like $6. So the big focus is going to be between December and April, so this amount here. So now I jump into it, the 3,000, which I mentioned, you needed, that was the minimum to get into the Admiral Shares account. And then I would do periodic investments for January, I did 62, February 112, and March 100. So I gave like $3,275, if my math is right, overall what I invested of my money into this account. And here you can see my return overall, which was $506 overall between December and April. I also made $20 in dividends, so I didn't really see that coming, and that was a nice little bonus I had. So I'll go into basically the amounts that I made per month. And for December of 2018, I got in around like the 24th, 23rd, I can't remember exactly when, but it was around the end of December. So I made $22 in like 10 days. For January, I made $211, so that was a pretty good month. This is all passive, by the way. I was just sitting there watching my account grow. Didn't really need any work from me. It was just the account growing itself. In February, I made $106. In March, I made, $70.62. And then in April, I made $59.78. So you can see here the total of $506. So it started out pretty good for just 10 days, and then it was incredible in January. Keep in mind, this was when it fell from October to December of 2018, and then there was an aggressive pickup, which I missed. It was around this time frame. I came in a little late, but you could see how strong it was in January and how it started to slowly die down, I guess, the strength it had of the reversal. So basically, you could see it was starting to slow down, and I started noticing that, and I was already graduating college, so I was like, whatever, I'll take this money out. It's done a good amount of work for me. It's starting to slow down a little bit. The economy right now, we don't really know where it's going. These past 2 months, it's been a roller coaster, as I said, so I felt more comfortable just pulling completely out and getting in my profit. So for $3,000, I made $526 passively, just having it there, sitting, and in only about, let's say, like a 4-month time frame. So this is basically the performance of it, and you can see there, ending balance $6. We'll see how that changes, but yeah, basically overall, this is my returns from those past months. Now, when it came to the customer service, I will say they were top of their class. I would call, wait times would be a little, like maybe 10, 20 minutes, so a little annoying, but nothing you can't really wait. It wasn't anything absurd like an hour. So you'd call, they'd answer, super friendly, they'd treat you like if you knew everything in the world, or if you didn't, they'd treat you the same. Whether you were an amateur or professional investor, they treated you the same, always courteous, answered all your questions super in depth. They never told you something they didn't know. If they didn't know it, they'd bring up someone or go to someone that did know. And then you'd always get what you wanted out of the call, whether it was advice on maybe what you should do, or just any questions you might have about the account itself, maybe investing in new ones, or your concerns. They'd always be there to help you out. And that was something good, because that was the reason I even went into them, was because of the customer service aspect of it. Being that I was new, I wanted someone to call and kind of help ease me through the process. Granted, I only probably called like twice, and that was setting it up and pulling it up. So I didn't really have any in-depth questions, just asking some casual questions here and there, but they were always helpful, and their customer service is extremely well. I would say that for sure. Overall, I would say if you're a new investor, or just you want to be a passive investor, Vanguard will definitely be good for you. Like with Robinhood, you could be like actively day trading. It requires a lot of work. You can't call anyone. It's just emails back and forth that could take days. No, with Vanguard, it's passively. They know what they're doing. It's a really simple process. Customer service is great. Platform super simple to use, and you could just see it all here. It has been an overall good experience. I would highly recommend Vanguard. Now, for my first 100 subscribers, and only for my first 100, I'm gonna drop my phone number down in the description, where you could send me a quick message. You could possibly even call me. We could just set that up, and I wouldn't mind just helping you out and getting you started on whatever it is you want to achieve. This is only for my first 100 subscribers though, because then if it's more than that, then that'll become too much for me. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and also if you have any questions or anything you want to add, just drop it down in the comments. I'll be sure to answer it as soon as I can. Or maybe if you want me to do another video, something you may have some interest in, just let me know and I will definitely get to it. Okay, so thank you for watching. Have a good day.